as far as this punishment from the NFL goes, again, $300,000 for the Packers, $14,000 for Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazard. Is this punishment fair? Is this punishment right? So here's the thing. By the letter of the law, this is the punishment. It's not going to take away a whole game check from Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to fine the Green Bay Packers, two first-round draft picks or anything like that. By the law and the letter that the NFL has laid down and the precedent that they've set with previous fines, fines have been around $500,000, like between that $300,000 to $500,000 range. I believe the Ravens and maybe I think the Vikings as well were fined. They were also fined draft picks. I'm sorry, it was the Saints. Were also fined draft picks. I don't understand why, in this case, they weren't fined draft picks, because what they did, you could say, is just as egregious, and it also brought attention to it, which, if you are a league that wants to hammer down, as Pat McAfee and friends would say, on this type of behavior and really send a message to the rest of the league not to do this, you would think that you would at least do an equal punishment to what you did to those teams. Again, different situations, but you want to kind of also set an example, which the NFL, of course, in their history, they never do. And as far as the punishment, is it right? It depends on what you think about as right. If the goal of this punishment is to make sure that the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers don't do this again or whatever, then, I don't know how much it's going to deter them, really. $300,000 is a drop in the bucket. It's nothing for the Green Bay Packers organization. Aaron Rodgers is $14,000 fine. That's nothing. He makes more than that in a quarter of football. He makes more than that in a quarter of football. That's not going to cost him much. $14,000, a drop in the bucket. So it's not going to. So this isn't something that's going to deter, I think, the Packers or even Aaron Rodgers. Although he came on the show and he said he was sorry and all that stuff, but we'll talk about that in a second. I think they should have went harder. If you're the NFL and you want to send a message, and this is the same league that it's weird, they go after Tom Brady for Deflategate, suspend him for 4 games for deflated balls. This is the same league that went after a bounty system in the New Orleans Saints organization that every other team was doing, every other team had, and we all knew every other team was doing it, but they got caught. My question to the NFL is genuine. Why did you not do at least an equal punishment to what you handed out before? Because this is worse. Not only did this bring shame and a bad look on the league, and not only did it point out some actual truth about the league's protocols, and not only did it actually, put the league in a bad situation, but it puts the safety of players in a bad situation. But by the letter of the law, and it also, on top of all of that, it made the league look stupid, and it showed other teams that you can do this. You can do this. These protocols don't mean anything. And in a way, they're proving Aaron Rodgers right by not hammering down on Aaron Rodgers in this punishment. And the Packers, I should say. The Packers were more responsible for this than Aaron Rodgers was. Let me be clear, because they're the ones who are supposed to be monitoring him. They're the ones who are supposed to be telling him to put his mask on, to stay away from people and all that stuff. They're the ones who are supposed to be monitoring that, and on top of that, they were not. They deserve a severe punishment, therefore. But instead, they put a little slap on the wrist. And what's the end game? Are the Packers going to be more incentivized now to tell Aaron Rodgers to put his mask on? Nah, not really. What's the end game? Well, you went all through all of that, and you know what the biggest thing is? In a weird way, it proved Aaron Rodgers right. Because Aaron Rodgers said that the NFL, it's not about player safety, which we all know it's not about. For the NFL, it's about their bottom line. They know that having these protocols protects them from criticism, protects them from liability, protects them from all that kind of stuff, from losing money and losing fans. That's what it's about. Now, do some of these protocols make it safer for players? Absolutely. But by doing this, by not taking it seriously and not taking these violations of their own protocol seriously, they're just proving Aaron Rodgers right. Because the NFL doesn't care about these protocols. They don't care about player safety. They just care about the bottom line and doing lip service. Unfortunately, that's it. That's it. And like much of society, like much of the structural powers that be, that's what it's always going to be about. Paying lip service instead of paying attention. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.